did you decide to pursue a career in?
Real estate.
And how long have you been in the business for?
15 years.
Over these 15 years, what has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
In a single year? Yeah. 2021, I made $22 million.
$22 million. As an 8-figure entrepreneur, what's been the best financial advice that you've ever received throughout your career?
Jay-Z said, scared money don't make money. And you have to invest for the long term. You know, you have Warren Buffett talks about compounding, you know, and that's really, really important. So every dollar you put in, you're pulling out, you know, 10x, 20x, 100x, but it's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be over that lifespan. I mean, 15 years is a long time.
What was the turning point like getting into this industry? Did you always know you were going to pursue real estate, or how did you end up here?
No, I moved to New York City in 2006 to do theater, and I totally ran out of all my money. And then it was become a bartender, become a waiter, become a temp, figure out, go back to school or get my real estate license and pay my bills. So I had to make like $2,000 a month. If I could do $2,000 a month, I could stay in New York City, and that's what I did. And I got started the day Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy.
Right. What's the greatest lesson that you've learned about real estate? If there's one lesson that you pass on to someone about to start off in the real estate business in 2024, what would that be?
Riches in niches, right? That's super important. Yeah. Like you pick your niche and you just go for it, and then endurance for the win. Because a lot of people will hop from kind of niche to niche to niche, and then it doesn't work out, and they see that it doesn't work out, and they see that as a brick wall instead of what it really is, which is just a speed bump.
What's been the most amount of money worth of real estate that you've sold in a single year?
This year we'll do probably $4.5 billion in sales this year. Yeah, but I mean, you have to understand, like we sell entire buildings, right? Like we're selling Mercedes-Benz in Miami right now. That's a $1.4 billion sellout, you know, and I'll sell it in, I mean, I'm going to try to sell it all in a year. Maybe it'll take me a little bit longer. The most expensive single home I've ever sold, I did, it was a couple different structures, but to like one person residentially, it was $195 million, and I did it in 2 days.
How many billionaires have you met throughout your life?
94.
94. What's the greatest lesson that you've learned from networking with billionaires?
They really understand the value of a dollar, which means they don't second guess spending it when it makes sense, but they also are super, super cheap when it makes sense because they understand what it took to get there, and they value their time more than anything. I made a video about it once, but I'd say almost a handful of billionaires that I've gone to dinner with, because we do closing dinners and things. You go to a nice restaurant, they have no time to look at the menu, right? They just say, bring me your best, because they just don't care, right? Unless they have a dietary restriction, you know? But most billionaires I know actually don't have dietary restrictions. It's everyone else that has dietary restrictions.
How old are you now?
39.
And how old were you when you became a millionaire?
28, somewhere like that.
How can somebody become a millionaire in 2024?
Learn how to sell. Like sales is the greatest skill set of the new economy, because I think the rest of us who are pushed to go into student debt, to go to college, to not figure out how to pay it off, to get a W-2 job that's 9 to 5, to get a picket fence and have 2.2 kids. I think that dream was sold to us really hard, and I don't think it's real anymore, right? And it's really not. So for you to work for yourself, have 10 streams of income, doing whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, like that is the greatest future that you can have, but you have to learn how to do it. It's a muscle.